Hello and a very good afternoon, kids. How are you all doing? I can see Samira here. Hi, Samira. Hi, Arohi. How are you doing? How are you all, kids? Just quickly type in chat. How are you doing today? How was the entire weekend? Are you on festive break? Just quick. Type in. That's great. So kids are joining, but ma'am was on time, no? Yeah, that's good, Samira. That's good, Arohi. Okay, so any guesses? Or you know what we are about to learn? Hi, Dhwani. How are you doing? How are you? Just quick. Type in how are you feeling today? Very good. We have many people. Aradhya here. Hi, Aradhya. Have you? Aradhya, you were not there in the last session. We are about to learn decimals, right? We're going to be starting decimals. That's correct. Okay, so let's get started with the content. I am Pooja Yadav, co-founder of Me and Math, welcoming you all to Me and Math Live. So today is the first lesson of decimals. Before we really go ahead, definitely let's congratulate our star student of the week, Reyansh. Congratulations, Reyansh. Very well done. September week 3, Reyansh is the winner. Good job. Okay, so today's mission is to understand place value of obviously decimals, reading and writing, and types of decimals. Okay, so let's understand the place value. Have you ever seen decimals? I mean, normally, where do you see? Yeah, we're going to be learning decimals, right? Oh, okay. So, how are your exams going on? Are you writing them well? Aradhya? So we are talking about decimals, place value. We are about to start. My first question is anything, anywhere you see decimals. Decimals are basically numbers where you get a dot in between, no? Dot in between. So if I say 20, sorry, let's move back to the slide. Okay, if I say 24 0.3, okay, if I say the number like this, have you ever seen the numbers like that? Yeah. Hi, Ari Nandini. Good afternoon. Have you ever seen numbers like these? Yeah, when you measure your weight, you do see that. Anything else? Do you have any snacks with you, like around? I wouldn't say that go and like ask your parents to buy that, but anything. If you just turn the packet, the back side of the packet is going to be having a few things written, definitely in decimals. You will be getting something written. Any pack, any snacks or maybe anything we buy, we generally have those decimals there. Hi, Akshaj. I'm good, thank you for asking. How about you? Lays, yeah. If you see behind the back side of Lays, so what do you get to see in there? You see the MRP, you see some ingredients, say for example carbohydrates, this point something 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 something. So numbers with decimals you definitely will be getting over there. What else is something very easy we can see decimals in? Yeah, meaning anything it could be, no? So let's now make the lesson again very delicious, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we actually are, imagine if you really don't know how to read that, few students who have learned or who actually have gone through the thing, they know. But imagine yourself when you literally don't know about it. You have seen it for the first time. Would you be able to read that? Obviously not. Yeah, MRP, that's correct. Okay, so today we will learn how to read these numbers, because generally we read numbers, smaller numbers, bigger numbers, but we've never seen numbers having decimal in between, no? Okay, so here let's talk about this. This is a point, we call it a decimal. It actually divides the number into two parts. That's the whole part, and this is actually the fractional part. That's the fractional part. So if I write 4.2 and I have to represent the same thing, let me show you, give me one sec. Okay, so if I just quickly show you the same, we have, what did I write? I wrote 4.2. So I'm going to be representing 4.2 here, where it's the 4 is nothing but whole. That means we will be having 4 wholes and 2 parts. Okay, now just imagine we have divided it into 10 parts, correct? We divided into 10 parts, but right now what we are doing, we are keeping it entirely. So if I just duplicate that, 1 whole, 2 wholes, 3 wholes and 4 wholes. So these are our 4 wholes, right? We need one more, and out of it we would be taking only 2 parts here. So if I just have to show you what I'll do, I'll just remove the label so that you can see. They all are divided into 10 parts, but you are getting entire 10. The first bar, say for example, if it's a chocolate bar, if it's a chocolate, technically, do we get the strawberry chocolate kind of thing? If we do, so imagine it to be that, and you are getting 2 parts here. That's a little darker, no? Okay, let me make it the same color. Okay, so this is entire bar you are getting. So if I just even not split it, so it would be going something like this. This is entire bar you are getting. This is another entire bar you are getting. Third full bar you are getting. Fourth full bar you are getting. Why are we keeping these 4 complete bars? Because we have 4 here and 4 is a whole. Then you get 2 parts. That means here you are only getting these 2 parts. From that one you are only getting 2 parts. These are not your parts. So maybe if I make them like white, and they are your orange parts. For some reason it's not really turning into the same color. Okay, so this shows 4 wholes and 2 parts out of a whole. That's what the fraction decimal represents. So that means decimals and fractions are very much connected, no? If we have to write the same thing in fractional format, what do we write? We write 4 2 tenths. No? Don't we? We write 4 2 tenths. And that is actually written as 4.2. Do you get that? This is how we connect decimals and fractions together. Do you feel like it makes sense? No problem, Nandini. Okay, so what we have 4.2. Let's break it down again. When we say you have 3.6, that means you are getting 3 complete. This is what? It's a whole. Correct. You're getting 3 complete chocolate bars, or maybe 3 complete pizzas, or whatever you say, you know. You're getting 3 wholes here. And there you are getting 6 parts. Only 6 parts. So 3.6 is nothing but 3 wholes and 6 tenths. Coming back to the decimal, if we have to understand, say for example, this is what the number we have, and we will try understanding the place value. The first thing is the place value of the thing, right? Let's try understanding the place value. Okay, I'll make you understand again. So say for example, what it is the number, correct? Okay, so let me just write 42.56, right? What this part is, it's a whole. That means the part we have, which is at the left of the decimal, that's a whole. And the part that is to the right of the decimal, this part is the fractional part. Are you all understanding this? Whole and the fractional part. And what decimal does, it just divides the whole, it just separates. It's a separator there. So decimal क्या कर रहा है? Decimal separate कर रहा है numbers को. Fractional part क्या है और whole part क्या है, क्योंकि हम पूरा एक साथ लिख रहे हैं. अभी हम fraction के form में नहीं लिख रहे हैं, हम decimals के form में लिख रहे हैं, right? So the decimal itself is dividing the number into 2 parts, left part and the right part. Left part is a whole and the right part is the fractional part. Tell me if you're understanding this thing. Are you understanding this thing? Let's practice it a bit. So if I say 24.3, tell me what the fractional part is. Just write down the fractional part and text me. Just type the fractional part here. We are focusing on fractional part. I will be writing a few more decimals here. Why am I calling it a decimal? Because we have this dot there, no? If I say you have 46 point, okay, so A, B, C, D, E, okay, that is it. And what you need to do, you just need to tell me the fractional part very quickly. Just type in the fractional part of A, B, C, D, E and write in a string, not like you just wrote for A, submit, B, submit. No, write it all together and share with me. Let me see who is answering first. Okay, all of you have answered it. Hi, Uzair. Anyone else has joined here? We have Nandini here. We have Atharv here. Sonam Gupta. Hi, Sonam. What? Okay. Okay. Aradipta. Then we have Dhwani here, Uzair. We did discuss. Okay. So, yeah, Dhwani has written it very well. All of you have written 3. So, the first number was A, 24.3. 3 is the fractional part. For B, we have 123 a fractional part. Very good. For C, 15 is the fractional part. D, 44 and E, 6. So are we able to understand the fractional part and the whole part? अभी आप सारे whole parts लिखो, whole लिखो. Write the whole for each decimal. Okay. So yeah. All are correct. All of you are correct. Very good, very good. Aradipta, yes, it is correct. Now, Samira is answering the whole. It is definitely correct. 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 Dwani, correct. Uzair, correct. Very good. Aradipta, correct. Arinandini? Siddhi is not here today. Arohi, I'm not getting your answers. I have it for your fractional part, but not the decimal whole part. No problem. I'm able to understand. Hi, Sri Harini. How are you doing? No problem. Okay, so kids, we are able to understand what's the fractional as well as whole part. So let's try reading the number, and we can only read when we know the place value, right? So let's understand the place value. Okay, so we are in here. Imagine you have a big number of 4, 5, 6, 7 digits, and you have a decimal placed here. Now let's try understanding the same thing, because we know that this is the whole part, right? If I write 2, 4, 3, 8, can you not read this number? Can you not read this number? Just tell me quickly. You can easily read the number, no? If we have, okay, now if you can easily read the number, then read the number and tell me. Just read this number and let me see who's going to be writing it first. चलो इसको फटाफट रीड करते हैं इस नंबर को. होल नंबर्स हमें रीड करना आता है, डोंट वी नो? यू टेल मी. है ना, हम सब रीड कर सकते हैं होल नंबर्स. आप मेरे को बताओ, व्हाट इज द प्लेस वैल्यू ऑफ 4? 4 की प्लेस वैल्यू क्या है? 4 किस पोजीशन पे खड़ा हुआ है? Are we able to understand that? So even for the decimal numbers, the whole part, its place value doesn't change. And whole part कौन सा है? Decimal से left वाला. So that means let's take the decimal as a boundary. Then we're gonna be getting the first left number, which is, क्योंकि ये पूरा पूरा whole है ना, so it's a whole. So that is, the 4 is going to be a ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. We are very clear with this. But what's important to learn when we are learning decimals? Decimals में हमें decimal के बाद वाले number, you know, fractional part को read करना आना चाहिए. So the first place after the decimal is tenths. What is the difference? We get THS. You know, that is what is important, changing your whole part and the fractional part. So tenths is the first place after decimal. Hundreds is the second place after the decimal, and thousands is the third place after the decimal. Do you get that? Tenths, hundreds, thousands. Right? Are you getting the same thing? Okay. So now if I write the number, let's have some assisted practice. Okay, so if I write 4, 8, 3, 5, 7, 7, 9, what is the place value of 9? Assisted practice, that means you can see the place value on there. What is the place value of 9? Just tell me quickly. Let me see who's going to be telling me. What's the place value of 9? Yes, it's just written out there, no? The place value of 9 is thousands, THs, thousands. The place value of, let's go to the next number. If I write 654 4, does it feel like 4? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 8, 7. What's the place value of 8 here? Very good. So just remember, THs we have to keep, and we don't have any ones in decimal place value, like 1. You understand, it starts with tenths. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Arinandini, Aridipta, Samaira, Uzair, Arohi. That's correct for thousands. Sriharini, Dwani. Yeah, good. And this is hundreds. That's correct as well. This is hundreds. So 8 is placed in hundreds place. And what is the place of tenths? What is the place of 2? Now let's have a few numbers where you will not be getting the place value chart, but you have to identify. So my first question, okay, let me circle a few numbers and you will start writing the particular underlined or circled place, right? Just for 5, let me underline, that would be better. Here, here, here. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to tell me what place they are in the underlined digits. Okay. Very good. So 1, A, B, C, D. Same thing, A, B, C, D, we're going to be writing together. One string and you will be sharing with me. ठीक है, एक ही string में लिखते हैं बेटा. A, B, C, D. Anya is not here today, A, B, C, D, let's write in a same string and you're going to be dropping the answer once it's done. What I'm asking you to tell me the place of 5. So A, B, C, D. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to understand what is hundreds, thousands. No? And Uzair, the spelling of tenths is not correct, no? A is okay. Okay. Yeah. Aridipta, all are correct. If I'm not wrong, Dev Bhandari is Aridipta only, no? You've joined after many lessons. Yeah, that's correct. B is tenths, okay. Dwani, check your answer once. Because 1 we don't have. After the decimal, we don't have 1. So it's simple to remember, no? See, if I just move back, decimal, you have 1 here. So this is ones, this comes tens, and I mean, they both are tens or tenths. You know, ones comes only once. Once upon a time, that is just once, no? Ones comes only once, and then tens, tenths, hundreds, hundredths, thousands, thousandths, no? 10,000, 10,000ths, something like that. Okay. Spelling was there. Not thousand. Thousand it's not gonna be because it's after decimal, no? सिर्फ यही difference है. Difference क्या है? That would be, I mean, what is the difference? Let me show you the difference. अभी तो हम spelling वाला difference समझ रहे हैं ना कि यहाँ पर thousands होगा और यहाँ पर thousands होगा, THs होगा. But इसका मतलब क्या होता है? Shall I show you? क्या मैं आपको दिखा सकती हूँ यहाँ पर? अगर मैंने ये नंबर लिखा है 6432.123. Okay, so if I have to show you the same thing, tiles and cubes, this is the thousands cube, right? Okay, अभी जब ये 6, जब ये whole 6 है, I mean if this is what the 6 is, तो ये हमारे how many thousands are we going to be getting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So this is what shows 6 thousands, you know, ये वाला 6 जिसे हम 6,000 THOUSANDS 6 thousands क्या है? These big thousands, 6 thousands. जब हम okay, tenths, hundreds, thousands. This is also thousands, but it is thousands THs. इसका क्या मतलब होता है? इसका मतलब होता है कि आप एक 1000 लोगे और इस 1000 में ना अगर हम इसको स्प्लिट करें तो हमारे पास बहुत सारे कितने हंड्रेड्स आएंगे अगर हम 1000 को स्प्लिट करते हैं? आप मेरे को बताओ. What would we get if we just split 1000 into hundreds? How many hundreds make 1000? एक 1000 का ब्लॉक बनाने के लिए कितने हंड्रेड्स चाहिए? जल्दी बताओ. Tell me quickly. If you have one big thousands block, 10. Very nice. जैसे ही मैंने ब्रेक किया देखो ये 10 पे, अगर मैं इसको फिर से मर्ज कर दूं तो ये 1000 बन रहा है. स्प्लिट कर दूं तो लेट्स काउंट 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 एंड इट्स ईजी नो. अगर हमें कैलकुलेट करना हो तो 1000 को अगर हम डिवाइड कर दें क्योंकि हमें 100 चाहिए तो हमारे पास 10 आएगा. दैट मीन्स 10 ब्लॉक्स. अभी इन 10 ब्लॉक्स में भी मतलब अगर इस पूरे को आई मीन इट वुड बी लिटरली लेट मी शो यू हियर, अगर इस पूरे को हम स्प्लिट करें तो हमें बहुत सारे ब्लॉक्स मिल जाएंगे ना. और उन सारे ब्लॉक्स को भी अगर हम स्प्लिट करें दैट वुड बी लाइक अ लॉट ऑफ ब्लॉक्स इन देयर. ऐसे करके वेट अ सेक. सो ऐसे करके ये ब्लॉक्स दिख रहे हैं क्या? ये वही 1000 है. अभी इनको काउंट करोगे ना ये एक्चुअली 1000 ब्लॉक्स हैं. अभी इन 1000 ब्लॉक्स में से आपने क्या करना है, क्योंकि मेरा क्वेश्चन था, वन सेक, माई क्वेश्चन वॉज वॉट, let me just zoom it out a bit to show you the thing. Our question was something in here 6432.123. okay, 6432.123. that means हमें आपको 1000 में से केवल 3 बॉक्सेस मिल रहे हैं. ओनली 3. 1 2 3 मे बी. इसका कलर अगर मैं ब्लू कर दूँ, एक और ले लेते हैं, है ना. वी नीड 3. इट्स अ लिटिल स्लो. या इसको भी हम कलर कर देते हैं ब्लू. ओके सो और अगर हम वहाँ पर 6000 था और यहाँ पर भी अगर मैं चाहूँ कि मैं 3 नहीं लिख रही हूँ, मैं 6 ही लिख रही हूँ इसे, तो इसका मतलब आउट ऑफ 1000 यू आर ओनली गेटिंग 6 ब्लॉक्स. वहाँ पर 6000 आपको मिल रहे हैं, थाउजेंड्स के 6 ब्लॉक्स मिल रहे हैं, यहाँ पर 1000 में से केवल 6 ब्लॉक मिल रहे हैं, मतलब 6 रुपीज़ आपको मिल रहे हैं आउट ऑफ 1000. आप और आपका भाई है, आपकी बहन है, तो आपकी बहन को मिल रहे हैं 6000 रुपीज़ और आपको केवल 6 रुपीज़ मिल रहे हैं. You can understand like that. So we will be having our 6 blocks colored. I'm just changing it to blue. 2 more. Hope you're understanding the difference between the 1000 and thousands. सेम 100 और हंड्रेड्स में होता है और टेंस और टेंथ्स में होता है. ठीक है, डू यू गेट दैट? थोड़ा थोड़ा समझ आ रहा है क्या? टेल मी इफ यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग. सो इफ़ आई से, तो अभी अगर आपको समझ आ रहा है तो आपको मुझे समझाना पड़ेगा. सो इफ़ आई से 42 point okay, if I simply say 42.43, तो आपको मेरे को ना टेंथ्स और टेंस दोनों को एक्सप्लेन करना है. इस 4 का मतलब क्या है, इस 4 की क्या पोजीशन है, इस 4 की क्या पोजीशन है और एक्चुअल मीनिंग क्या है उनका. क्या आप मुझे विजुअलाइज करके शेयर कर सकते हो, पिक्चर शेयर कर सकते हो? जस्ट विजुअलाइज द सेम थिंग. आई वुड रिमूव 3 हियर. आप बस टेंस का लेकर के चलो, मतलब 10 ब्लॉक्स, 4. what does this 4 means and what does that 4 means? Are you understanding? Yeah, just quickly tell me. The left 4 is tens, the right 4 is tenths. But how exactly these tens and tenths are different? अगर आपको ये समझ आ रहा है, then you are not going to be getting any problem when you write the answer, no? Are you sharing? Just quickly do this. Let me bring my phone here. I don't have it here. Just give me 1 sec. How many of you have shared that? Okay, so now let's go ahead. Okay, that's great. Okay, now let's move to the next question. Understanding the place value, I think we are okay with, right? Now let's go ahead. Here we have to read and write decimal number. So if the question comes, if the number comes, it's not about question, like you should be able to read the numbers, no? So it's 24.53 as I'm saying. So we read it as a whole. The whole is read as a normal number. It is read as a normal number. And that's read as a digit. That means it will be 24, read, I'm talking about reading. It will be 24.53. Well, that would be 24.53. It comes a decimal there, that is what the point is. Point, then 4, 3. We wouldn't call it, 53. 24.53. We wouldn't call it 53. We will not. 5, 3. Are you getting that? So if you are getting this, you just, this is what the reading is. We don't write it like that. How do we write it? This is the reading. This is how we read that. How do we write it? Let me write here. Okay, to write it, we do, the whole is unchanged, 24, the point becomes and then what do? 53, write 53 normally, 53, what you have to do, your, rightmost digit has the place value. What place value does it have? So it's 53, 3 is the hundredth. So you're going to be writing 53 hundredths. 24 and 53 hundredths. It will be going something like this. Do you understand that? Yes, I am here only. I just went to get my phone that I couldn't find. Can you hear me, kids? Yeah. So this is like how we read and write the number. If you are understanding this, you're going to be telling me for this one, how do we read and write the number? This one. How do we read and write the number? Try. Try. And tell me the answer. Let me see how many of you have answered. So we've got 15 and 76. What? Wouldn't you be writing hundreds after 76? Is there? 76 is okay. Otherwise, how will we understand? Oh, 15th. No. Whole part is written the same. You know, whole part is written exactly the same. So the whole part would be just 15. See, 24 is unchanged. We read it as a whole number, you know, in words. How do we write 24 in words? That is what we are going to be writing. But for the decimal part, we end it with a place, the decimal place. If you have 2 digits after the decimal, it is hundreds. If you have 3 digits after the decimal, it is thousands. I mean, you know, the last digit. That is what you have to focus on. Let's practice a bit more for the same thing. If I say A, B, C, D, okay, we have 4 questions here. $15 and 76 hundredths. I know, Samira, but I don't have my phone with me today, unfortunately. Okay, so let's talk about this number. The first one, you try. Let me give you timer now. The first one, like just 10 counts. I will count till 10 and you have to give me the answer for the first one, A part. 1, tick tick 2, tick tick 3, tick tick 4, tick tick 5, tick tick 6, tick tick 7, tick tick 8, tick tick 9, quick quick quick, and 10. Okay, all of the students just quickly drop in the answer for A. A. A, who has written the answer for A? Just drop in here. Samira, Arinandani, Arohi, Uzair, Akshaj. Akshaj, you, where are you? Very neutral today. Akshaj? Arohi, Aradhya, just tell me the answer, what the answer comes. Okay, I have it from the first one who answered is Sri Harini. 16 and 11 hundredths. Very good. Samira, 16.11. No. 16. Actually, you know, you will see people reading at 16.11. That's reading, you know, that's a general reading. But when we write the name, we write using and. So Samaira, it would be same as what Sri Harini has written. Okay, Arinandani 16.11 is what we read. 16 and 1100, it's what we write the name as. You know, more formal in terms of maths, we are going to be writing 16.11. Let's do the second one. So the answer is 16 and 11 hundredths. This is how we write the name. Go with the next one. B part. Again, tick tick 1, tick tick 2, tick tick 3, tick tick 4, tick tick 5, tick tick 6, tick tick 7, tick tick 8, tick tick 9, tick tick 10. Okay, I have it from Samaira. 21 and 400. Okay, so okay, so I think we need to discuss it very quickly, right? In my previous slide, when we read it as a digit. When we write it as a number. So when you wrote the number 20, this particular number, that was the whole part. We have written 24. It is done. It was 53. 53 is like when we read. But when we write, you read it as a big number, 53. 53, but end it with the place value, 53 hundredths. So let's do a few together. I will be doing a few here. Say for example, 42.163, right? 42.163 is how we read. 42.163. How we write that? We write 42 and the point turns into and. After that, read it as a big number. 163, 163, 163. But we have to end with the place. So 3, it's a 3-digit number. 3-digit number means tens, hundreds, thousands. Thousands we're going to be writing here. So let's make it simple. You have to read, when you have to read that, you're going to be reading it as 42.163. When you have to write that, you're going to be writing 42 and for the decimal. And when you are using and here, what you're going to be doing? Again, you read the right side number. You write the right side number as 163 only, but end it with the place of decimals. Like it's a 3-digit number, thousands. If it's a 2-digit number, hundreds. If it's a 1-digit number, tenths. Let's practice it. It will make it settle down. Okay, 21 and yeah. Are you understanding Samaira and Uzair? Who's correct in here? Arinandini 21 and 405 thousandths. That is correct. 425 basically. No? Arinandini? 425. Sri Harini 21 and 425,000. Sri Harini, it's absolutely correct. For some reason you've written 5 before that number, no? 20. Otherwise it's all correct. Entirely correct. If you are understanding, kids, you try the other number, this one. When we use the word point, no, we say digits. When we write it, we use and and when we write and, we use place value. That means reading it normal number, like 3-digit number, read it like that, but place value. Let's try. You try, I would be understanding. If you're answering correct, that means you've understood it. No problem. Let's try, kids. Just 2 questions, answer me. If they are going correct, that means this session was quite useful and you have learned something. I would be satisfied. And we will be breaking after that. Let's discuss C and D. I have it from Sriharani. Other kids, Dwani, Samaira, Arohi, Arinandini, Aridipta, Akshaj, Uzair. Akshaj, you answered not a single answer there. No question. Okay. So I have got the answer from Sriharini. I have got the answer from Samaira. Very nice, Samaira. I have it from Arinandini. Very good, Arinandini. Uzair, I'm waiting for your answer. Okay, you kids are done. So now do the D part very quickly. D part. A few questions. I feel like 10 questions if you sit to practice. And if you've started decimals here at me and math, you're going to be getting 10 questions homework every day, no? That would help you get it strongly. In our next lesson, we'll talk about expansion, types, and if possible, we'll talk about operations as well. I'm just waiting for you to answer me D. Let me see who's going to be answering it first. Both sides. Read it as a normal number, but the decimals, you have to end it with the place value. 2-digit, hundreds. 3 digits, thousands. 4 digits, 10,000s, like that. Uzair, I'm still waiting for the answer. So who's done with D part? The first answer comes from Arinandini. 821 and 42 hundredths. It is correct, 100%. 821 and 42 hundredths. Yeah, that's correct. 7 and 8 tenths is correct, Uzair. 821 and 42 hundredths. Correct. Samaira, good job. Very well done, kids. It was really a good session. We learned about decimals and how to read and write them. When we read them, the point comes. When we write them, and comes. When and comes, you have to think of how you are thinking now. When the point comes, we have to go digit by digit. That is the reading thing. Okay, kids. So let's wind it up here. I'll see you next session. Okay, Samira, let me see. 821 and 4200 THS. No? Bye-bye. Arohi, where were you? I was just trying to get your answers. Did you understand something today? You're just saying bye, ma'am, but you didn't answer me things. Okay, kids, bye. See you next week. Bye. Take care.